Hi, my name's Dan White and I'm the Southern Sales Manager for Kioti UK. Today I thought we'd take a look at our WD1260 Cut and Collect mower. So it's a 26 horsepower Shibara diesel engine, and it's been proven because it's been tried and tested in our subcompact CS2610, which we do very well with. We have a one-piece bonnet, and as you can see, when that's open we can gain access to the engine quite nicely. In actual fact, if you wanted to lose the bonnet, it's just kept on with 2 bolts, so we could quite easily lose that. At this part of the engine, at the back here, we have the oversized cooling radiator, which in turn is protected by a removable debris screen. Moving along, we've got the air filter. Below there we have the oil filling point, and then we have the dipstick, and the engine filter is just down here. We have the tank for the hydraulic services, but what we actually use in there is engine oil. It's cheaper and it's widely available. Okay, so let's talk about the drive. It's a hydrostatic machine with twin pedal system. As you can see on the pedals, we've got the arrows, forward and reverse. Nice, easy, comfortable for the operator. So our hydraulic pump is actually mounted on the outside of the engine bay. The nice thing with this is that it's protected now for when the machine is in use, but if you need to gain access to it and work on it, once the one-piece bonnet is lifted up, the protection is then removed as well, which you can gain access to the pump. So with the pump mounted on the outside of the engine bay, what that does is it gives us better cooling and a longer component life, and therefore there's no need for any separate oil cooler. So now we're looking at operator area and operator controls. If we look at the dash, the lights on the dash, so we start from the left hand side. First one is the PTO engagement light, followed by the battery charged light. Then we have the glow plug light. In the middle we have the hour meter. Next one along, engine temperature. Next one along, oil pressure. And then we have the parking brake. So it gives you quite a lot of information. Moving down to the switches, what we have on here, lights, self-explanatory. This one with the red square on there allows you to continue to cut in reverse. Then we have the A and the M switch. A for automatic, M for manual. Normally you would run the machine in automatic. What that does is when the hopper's around about 90% full, the machine will automatically disengage the PTO. You can override that just by clicking the M. That's ideal for, let's say you've got one strip left to cut, and you're emptying your grass right over the other side of the field that you're cutting. It's annoying. So yes, bearing in mind you'd only have 10% left if you did override it, but it's a great system. And then the red switch there is to turn the blades on, the PTO activation switch. Okay, so now we're going to talk about the levers, the operator levers to the left hand side of the operator. So the one on the furthest left is for your front hitch. So there is an option to put a front hitch on this machine, which in turn would then enable you to put something like a sweeper on the front of the machine. The lever in the middle is to raise and lower the hopper at the rear, and then the one nearest to the operator is to raise and lower the deck. And in order to change the height of cut, which is done on this lever here, you would raise your deck to its highest position, select your height of cut on this ratchet system, and then lower the deck down. Underneath the seat we have the diesel tank, and it's a 20 litre tank. Okay, now we have battery, fuses and relays are all located in a nice clean area which is underneath the steering wheel. Okay, so next we need to talk about the nice comfortable operator's seat that we've got here. So we're all built different. We're all, we can go forward with the seat, we can go back with the seat, we've got armrests on the seat, we've got lumbar support on the seat. We do everything we possibly can to make the operator as comfortable as possible. Okay, next up let's talk about the deck. It's a galvanised deck, and it's a galvanised deck as standard, and for the UK market that's what we've chosen. to avoid any corrosion. It's a fabricated deck. A fabricated deck is typically used in commercial mowing applications as it has superior rigidity compared to a stamped deck. It has a deep chamber, it provides better air and grass throughput. It's also a timed deck, giving 80mm blade overlap for a nice clean cut. We have a blade speed of 3000 RPM. And it's fitted with oversized 25mm blade shafts and steel spindle housings. We have 4 anti-scalp rollers on each corner, and it's driven by a Kevlar reinforced timing belt. Okay, so the deck is driven by a Kevlar belt, as opposed to competitor machines driven by a shaft. The main benefit here is that shaft drive systems are incredibly expensive to repair, and it is a workshop job, whereas a belt can easily be changed in the field. So the key to excellent performance on the WD1260 is the wide and low discharge tunnel, which I'm going to show you now. Okay, so as you can see, we have a huge discharge tunnel. We're not asking the grass to travel uphill through a small gap to reach the hopper. And with the 3000 RPM blade speed and the high lift blades, the grass easily moves from the deck to the hopper. What we've also got is an excellent feature for cutting in wet and damp conditions. And I'm going to show you how that works now. What we can do is raise the floor of the tunnel by undoing the thumb screw, lifting the floor to create a ramp. Once raised, it increases the wind speed, because now the actual tunnel is smaller, so we've increased the wind speed, giving a Venturi effect, allowing the grass to reach the rear of the hopper due to a faster wind speed. What we also have is a feature called tunnel sweep. So every time that you raise, or you want to empty your hopper and you raise it, you will get a little bit of spillage of grass that lands on the tunnel floor. So in order to keep that nice and clean, there's a lever to the right of the operator, and once you lift that lever, this happens. Okay, thanks for watching. If you require any more information on any of our products, or indeed the WD1260, or to find your local dealer, please visit www.kioti-uk.com.